ready for the bass. My DJ, yo, get on the case.
Alright, today we went to Munich, right after school, and pretty much what we decided...
With 6 test eaters?
We had...
Including us.
We had 4 people with us to test and also give us feedback on what we were doing. So pretty much the idea was that we go to 3 different fast food chains. We tried different burgers from each of them. I have the numbers here. I think we tried 4 from KFC. No,
Burger King.
4 from Burger King. 3 from McDonald's. Is that right? Yeah, 3 from...
More,
no, 4 from McDonald's.
Yeah.
No, it's 3.
And 1 from KFC.
And 1 from KFC. So, pretty much we have the data here. We pretty much decided to go there and we would take the burger, cut it in half, take a few pictures of what was inside, also how it compared to the picture, make a list of everything that's included, then make a list of what was tasted first and what was the most dominant taste, because we wanted to, well, one, prove our theory on if typical fast food burgers had too little emphasis on the meat. We also wanted to test if other things were neglected, different tastes, and kind of just get a rough idea of what people did taste in those burgers and what people are looking for, so we could adapt to suit that.
Okay, so when we went to Burger King, we tried the Angus XT.
It wasn't on the regular menu, it was a special.
Yeah. Which tasted a lot like meat and sauce, but the lettuce and tomato you couldn't really taste a lot, which our test eaters didn't like that much.
There was also a lot of meat in it. It was a very thick patty.
Yeah, 3 patties, I think.
Yeah.
Then we had the steakhouse, where you could really taste the sauce and the cheese, but the meat and the vegetables again were kind of in the back.
Of emphasis.
It was just a bit.
It was overpowered.
Then we tried the Whopper, which tasted a lot like pickles and sauce. And the sauce was relatively overwhelming, but again the veggies were in the background and you couldn't really taste them that much. Then still at Burger King we tried the extra long chili cheese, which, as in the word, it tasted a lot like cheese and chili, but the meat was kind of overwhelmed by all the cheese and the chili, which kind of ruined part of it.
Yeah, once the chili had sort of kicked in, you just tasted like this spicy taste, and everybody agreed that even though it was called the extra long chili cheese, there should be a few less chilies.
Okay. Then we went to McDonald's, where we ate the Hamburger Royale TS, which in comparison to the others tasted a lot like meat, but again the tomatoes and lettuce were more in the background, and in this case also the sauce. Okay. Then we had the Big Mac, which tasted a lot like cheese and onion sauce. There's no onion sauce.
Well, okay, cheese, onions, and sauce.
Yeah, which we found a bit weird because it wouldn't taste a lot like cheese if it doesn't even have cheese in the name. So we thought it would taste. We didn't know it would be like more meat and pickles and vegetables, but it tasted more like cheese than we expected.
When you look in the picture, actually, I think the cheese isn't that like emphasized. You see this big patty. I don't know. I think it's just false advertisement. Not
yeah,
cool.
And we'd have to
not cool McDonald's.
We'd have to work on that when we design our own burger.
Yeah,
so if ours taste a lot like meat, we'd emphasize the meat in the photo and not the sound. Okay.
All right. And well, we're making a doner burger. What if we don't have much doner? That's not cool.
Not cool.
Okay.
Then we had the Big Tasty Bacon, which tasted a lot like bacon. So in comparison to the Big Mac, they advertised it correctly, because Big Tasty Bacon, you expect lots of bacon.
Well, pretty much.
And you tasted it.
Yeah, the way you bite into a burger, you're well, this is kind of stupid. No, this is the burger, and your tongue sort of slides from the bottom up along it. And since the bacon is in the bottom, there was a very, very dominant bacon taste, and that's good. I like bacon.
We like bacon.
And it's called the Big Tasty Bacon.
So it's supposed to taste like
it was
bacon.
absolutely justified. I think they couldn't have called it anything better than Big Tasty Bacon. It was huge.
And it was tasty.
And it was tasty.
And it had bacon.
And it had bacon.
So, last we went to KFC.
Oh, no, you didn't talk about the cheese and the meat.
What about the cheese and the meat?
Well, in this case, actually, the meat was tasteable. It was good.
Okay.
it was different than the others. I don't know. In the others, we almost always felt the meat was neglected. And here, aside from the bacon, there was a very nice meat taste. We all agreed that it was probably a lot better than the others in terms of, I don't know where they put the meat or how much there was.
Okay. Now we went to KFC where we had the
Brazier.
Brazier.
It's, like, how are you supposed to get an idea what it's supposed to taste like when they call it the Brazier? You're like, I had a Brazier today. Somebody else was like, what's a Brazier? But if you say, I had a big tasty bacon, they're like, it was big, it was tasty, and it had bacon. And they are right. So, Brazier, KFC, you're doing it wrong.
Okay, and that one just mainly tasted like pepper.
That was stupid.
It was interesting because they had chicken meat, and in every other burger which we had tried before, they had beef. So it was a nice.
It's hard to compare, I guess.
And it was pita bread, which again.
It looked really fancy.
Yeah, it looked good, and it tasted. It was quite good, but the pepper was.
Maybe it was just a mistake in that particular instance that there was so much pepper, but we could pretty much only taste pepper over the lettuce, over the cheese,
and the chicken.
Over the chicken. The chicken was good.
The chicken was good, but there was too much pepper.
There was too much pepper. So we're also gonna we are gonna include in our survey definitely spices. We're gonna put a big emphasis on are spices really that important? Should we have that much pepper? I mean,
and while making it, we're gonna be really careful that.
So that's pretty much where we're at.
Yeah.
Then lastly, actually we took a quick look at the boxes. We're probably not gonna do a lot of work on the box until later. We're gonna have a sheet pretty much. Well, we sort of have a sheet right now, where we have all the pictures of the boxes. We're gonna scan them. We're gonna have one picture of them in a non-collapsed state. And we're just gonna take a look at the differences in the boxes. How each company tries to use color or shape. On many of them, we noticed immediately that there were small pictures or large pictures of the ingredients, actually on all of them.
And that every burger had its own color. So, like, the Big Tasty Bacon was purple, and the Big Mac was red, and...
I think the TS was... I can't remember what the TS was. Anyhow, other companies did it differently. At McDonald's, the meat and the cheese and all of these things were small icons, about as big as a coin. You can see that on the pictures. And at KFC, actually... the whole side panel was a close-up of the lettuce, which is kind of stupid considering you're not trying to sell people lettuce, you're trying to sell people meat. And in McDonald's, there was a lot more emphasis in the box on meat. The color was not green, it was red. There were more pictures of meat and cheese than lettuce, because it's not Kentucky Fried Lettuce, it's Kentucky Fried Chicken. It's kind of funny, but it shouldn't be that way. Like, people aren't there for the lettuce. So we're gonna, I guess...
include that.
We're gonna have lettuce, and we're gonna have lettuce on our burger, but we don't want to emphasize it, because it's called a Döner burger, not a Döner lettuce burger. I don't know, it's stuck in my mind. And the other panel was tomatoes. Like, you're focusing on the veggies, and you have this big slab of chicken and pepper. This isn't supposed to be funny. We're not gonna do it that way. That's like, you can take notes on something if it's good. Like, I don't know, but you learn a lot more when something is bad. You just notice, like, I don't want my product to be that way. We've just talked about lettuce for about 2 minutes. Anyhow, so yeah, in general, we typically also noted that there was a small picture of the product on top. This was pretty much the same for all of them. It was on the top panel. It was very good quality, even though it's more expensive if you print in higher quality. But I guess it was worth it because, I don't know, we could all see the products before we had opened the box. And we were all, like, kind of excited before we had even looked at the product and, like, oh, it's going to look like that. We compared it. Some of them looked good. Some of them didn't look quite as good. But, you know, it's good. We're definitely going to have a picture on the top of our box just from this small amount of research that we've done so far. We also noticed that all of the boxes had a bulge on the outside. We sort of are sure that it's because of the way the burger sort of looks, because a burger isn't like... I can't do this with my hands. It's not like a cylinder, but it bulges on the edge with the lettuce and the meat that sort of bulges on the side, so it is designed to be appropriate for that.
Yeah, okay, we also noticed that there was always nutritional information on the box, so like calories, ingredients. Well, there wasn't always ingredients, but it said like how many calories there are, how fat percentage,
Vitamins, stuff like that.
yeah, salt amount, which we really want to include because it is important, and
we have to find out a way to determine this. We're probably gonna have to list up all of our ingredients and
we might go
weigh
to
them and stuff.
some professional
nutritionologists
and figure out our calorie amount and
ask them how it's done.
Yeah.
So things that we're definitely gonna have on our box, nutritional information. This actually relates to our plan. On our plan, we set out things that we were gonna do, and now we're getting confirmed what we thought we needed. It says maybe have a picture on top. We found out that we really need a picture on top, and this just comes to show that we're going in the right direction. And we are leaving the box till a bit later. We gotta get the burger done first. Maybe we'll adjust the size of the box to fit our general burger size. We don't know how big it's gonna be yet, but yeah, it's going the right way. And yeah, next week we're gonna...
Now bad boy, are you ready for the bass? My DJ, yo, get on the case. Yeah, hyper.